Hello, welcome back to the James Rambling Reviews. You might be wondering why I'm actually doing an episode that's coming out after this is uploaded and stuff like that. Well, this week I'm going to have to double up on reviews because I realised I covered House of the Dragon all the way through, week by week, and I said I was going to do an overall review after that, so we're going to do that after this, right? And then I might do another review on Sunday or something where I talk about a Halloween movie, right? I just want to wrap up House of the Dragon here because if I talk about it into November, unless the conversation keeps going with that show, it's going to fade out, we'll see. But yeah, aside from that, just wanted to get that out of the way if you're wondering why I'm uploading it like 3 or 4 days after the other James Rambling review we did. So House of the Dragon, right, this is our prequel, our precursor to Game of Thrones, and as I said and as I have done, I've covered this show week by week, episode by episode, every Monday, except that one time where the first time I saw House of the Dragon was on the Thursday it came out. So I was covering it for a consistent amount of weeks, and so it's led to this point where I'm gonna cover it entirely. So I'm gonna just jump straight into it because I was thinking about rewatching it, but I'm like I've seen it's recent, it's in recent memory, so hopefully I should be able to remember everything. So the House of the Dragon has 10 episodes, and it primarily focuses on the House Targaryen, and you see you see the characters progressing, you see this whole world thing, the Westeros, see all of that. You have the dragons, and you have all the political machinations and all the stuff where you have the drama. This show barely has any action. So you have that first couple of episodes where you get to understand the show itself, and then the third episode you get the crab feeder, the fourth episode you get Rhaenyra and Daemon sort of getting it on and stuff like that, and you see Rhaenyra making a choice, and then her choice has actions. Episode 5, you have that wedding where it all just goes crazy. Episode 6, you get this insane you get a time jump, and Rhaenyra gets older, Alicent gets older. 7th episode, you get to see Aemond and Aegon the Conqueror, and you see this dragon, and then Aegon's eye gets taken out. You see all of that. Episode 8, you have King Viserys. You have King Viserys finally dying, and have that amazing sequence where he's at that throne. You see all of that stuff. You see that go down. You have all of that stuff. And then episode 9, had the worst decision making ever. It was probably the worst episode in the show itself. And then we just came off of episode 10, where you had that conclusion setting up with the Dance of Dragons and getting more dragon action and continuing the story, and you're returning to form after that terrible episode. So that's how I would sum up House of the Dragon, is that you have all these characters, and you see the story progress, and these time jumps progress, and you see everything alike. So I've said the show is really, really good. I'll give the acting credit, Paddy Considine, one of the best actors in this show. You have Matt Damon, Matt Smith. I keep saying Matt Damon because literally his name in the show is Daemon Targaryen, so I kind of get mixed up with that. So you have that, and then you have Rhaenyra. You had Millie Alcock, and then she changed into Emily Darcy, and then you had that girl that played Alicent, but she turned into Olivia Wilde. You had all these amazing actors. You had amazing stuff in here, and you had a bit of brutality and sex and all that with episode 4, and you had episode 5 where the gay guy's eye just goes blah, and you see the eye go out in episode 7. You see all of that stuff, and yeah, man, it's just House of the Dragon. It's just I can't stress it enough, man. It's one of the best shows I've seen in a while. I definitely recommend it. I'll actually rate every single episode out of 10. I think I should do that. Get the recap, get the thoughts, and then let's do a bit of a rating as well. So episode 1, that was the center stage. It was it was okay, right? It was setting up to something. You'd probably give that about a 6 or about a 7 out of 10, right? And then episode 2 is like a 7 out of 10. Episode 8, not episode 8, episode 3, I was thinking of episode 8 for some reason, but episode 3 was definitely 8 out of 10 because you got more action inducing stuff, because like you had that, the show began with like this giant, like you had this slow build up, and then it pays off in the end, right? And then like the crab feeder stuff, the action was amazing in that. So I'll give that one an 8 out of 10. Episode 4, one of my favourite episodes, right? It just shows you where the story can really go, and it proved to me that House of the Dragon is one of the best TV shows I've seen in a while, because you had this action that there were consequences, and it was just really clever the way it was set up and stuff like that. And then episode 5, you had that battle in the wedding and all of that stuff, and how that whole thing would just lead into chaos, and that was just awesome, right? An amazing episode. Episode 6 was great too. Yeah, you have people, right? I will say, right, the thing is with episode 6, and I will bring it up, right, is that I didn't get why people were complaining about the time jumps, because this entire show relies on time jumps for the most part anyway. So like people saying that the time jumps are trash and all that, it's your opinion, but it doesn't make sense, because you had all these events, and every episode has different events. So why the hell would you complain about it? Especially when they're doing a great job at the thing, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, episode 6, episode 7, that was okay, right? Episode 7 was like, it's okay, it's not bad, I won't say it's terrible. Episode 8, probably one of my favourite episodes, it's up there with episode 4 or 5, definitely. And then episode 9 was a trash episode, so many bad decisions. Oh wait, I just realised I forgot to rate episode 6. Episode 6 is like 8 out of 10, 7, 8 out of 10, and then episode 7 is like 6 or 7 out of 10. And episode 7 is 6 or 7 out of 10. Episode 8 is like a 9 out of 10, I'd say. Episode 8, episode 9, oh, that's episode 8 was an, I'm getting carried away. I just love this TV show, I guess. So, slow down a little bit. So episode 7 was like a 7 or a 6 out of 10. Episode 8 was a 9 out of 10. Episode 9 was not a 9 out of 10. It was probably a 5 or a 4 out of 10, if I'm being honest. Because you had all these decisions. You had the dragon thing, which you had Rhaenys, and she just killed all of these people, and it was just really, really trashy. And you had that thing where Christian Cole just killed that guy for absolutely no reason. It was just crazy. It was just weird. And then obviously they had that whole thing where they made Aegon basically steal Rhaenyra's birthright, and that was a trashy decision. But yeah, and then episode 10, I think, really cemented the show, what it really could do. So I would actually go between episode 3 or 4 or 5, 6, 8 and 10, right? Those are like, if you do 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 are probably my favourite episodes in this TV show. I don't mean that I don't really have a favourite episode, because there's one episode that's really bad, of course, but it's just the general thing is that it is just such a good show that I really can't give it any criticism, except for episode 9, and it was just, yeah. So yeah, I think I've said enough about this show. I'm wrapping it up here, because yeah, I don't want to be, covering this in the middle of November after this Halloween thing. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review. Let me know what you thought down below. House of the Dragon House of the Dragon season 2 apparently comes out in 2024. So that's probably why I shouldn't really rewatch it at this stage. But it is just a really good show. Like, I can't say it enough, right? I'd say like it's an easy, like if I did an overall review of every single episode as a whole, what my rating would be like a 9.5 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. But because of episode 9, I can't give it higher, so it's probably a 9 or an 8, 8.5 even. So yeah, I think I've went on a bit long here. I just got really invested in the show, and it's really good that I did, because man, you saw me cover Kenobi, you saw me cover Prey, you saw me cover Fall of Thunder, you saw me cover all of those trash, dog shit, mediocre trash, right? Which I don't really like mediocre stuff, so yeah. Whew. Okay, I'm actually going to end this now, because I got really passionate. So yeah, bye. We're doubling up, of course. Bye, 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 bye.